Yo, what's good, guys? Yet again, another fun day in the markets. We had a decently red day right at the open, and if you watched my last video, I was talking about how I expected this. I mentioned some divergences, and yeah, I had these lines up, and they're still pretty relevant. So these are probably the two main lines I'm gonna be watching for the next few days. This morning, if you're in the Discord, I said SPY should get destroyed today, and what do you know? We went straight down for most of the morning, and we also did some option plays today. And yeah, you know, 300%, 600%. So join the Discord if you want to make some money. Um, 3 straight days of profits pretty much for the entire Discord. If they're just listening. We also got some gains in here. Yeah. That's just today, yesterday. Yeah, join the Discord, you can see it for yourself. So, back to the charts. Interesting day. I think we still are sitting up for a little lower. On the shorter term, I think the question to be asking right now is how much will we pull back before going higher? As you know, I still have that short position. That paid pretty well today. I did a day trade today, actually. I was just a little bored, so I bought in at 407.15. 407.15 on. Let me zoom in a little more. Yeah, swung it basically from the bottom. I got in on. I believe this candle right here. Yeah, this candle, and I held it, and then I sold at 410.50, which I called out in here. If you were in the Discord, you would see. You could maybe see 410.5, and that's where I sold. Took my profits. It wasn't too much, but profit is profit. So yeah, tomorrow we could be looking at another red day. The 4-hour isn't looking fantastic, but it's tough to say. I'm seeing a lot of views from other people, and I don't want to get distracted by other people who are blinded by emotion, but I'm seeing various points of views, and I don't know, it's a little mixed, and these are from the people that have somewhat of a reputation. So I've seen both ways, but in my mind, I think we are setting up to go a little lower. You have that MACD crossing over, RSI went through the moving average, which I believe I mentioned yesterday in my video. But yeah, I don't know, it's looking set up to go a little lower, but I don't know. I don't really want to be betting on this downside too much. If I'm being honest, it's a little scary to be holding this, because it seems like it wants to move. There's still a lot of fear and uncertainty, so if you're a bear right now, that's in your favor. But yeah, I'm looking for it to come down a little more. There's some gaps, 405 and 397, wherever that is, 405, and then there's a gap down here. So I think the odds are that we pull back more, which I could totally be wrong about that. And one reason I think that is because of this. Usually when you have a wedge, this is what it looks like. Usually you have, it's a pretty big one, honestly, but yeah, I don't know. It's a tricky one. Oh wait, I'm doing it with the wrong one. A, B, C, D, E. So you have your A, same thing as the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but just labeled differently. And you get the point. So you get that fifth touch point, and then you break down through the lows. And yeah, so I'm wondering if maybe we do actually come all the way back up here. And I would think that you'd get some bearish divergences if you get a little higher. And in that case, I would still be bearish probably. But I'm not going to be bearish for very long. I'd say probably like 2.5 weeks at most going into the Fed meeting. And that's probably where I'm going to be turning my bias around from the short-term bearish perspective that I have into a cautiously bullish perspective. So, I'm really just waiting to see how this plays out. I think this month, we could start this month red and end it green. So, if you watched my last video, I really talked about that macro perspective, or the one before that maybe, where I'm looking for this 4 spot to come all the way back up here. 430, 440, 450 area. But I think we may need a pullback. Right now it seems we're holding on that high possibly, but you got to keep everything in mind. There's a chance you come all the way back down to, test this trend line, or, maybe you even go lower and you hit that trend line, and I would be a buyer there. Especially if it's before the Fed meeting. If that happens before the Fed meeting, I personally would be buying. And I have a short position, so if it goes that low, I would benefit from that, and I would just be able to switch my bias around. So, yeah, really, I guess I'm just looking for more downside. I'm just gonna keep this video short, actually, because there's not really too much else to say. I'm really just looking for possibly a little more downside on the short term, but I don't know. I don't want to be bearish for too long. I think we may have to hit this big trend line before anything else. So that's where I'm gonna leave the video. Pretty short one. I don't really need to say anything else. Right now I just want to be cautious. We're still in a squeeze environment. We got economic data, economic numbers coming out, which can definitely have an effect. But yeah, I think you're just gonna want to be watching for a little more pullback, and where those levels are. So you got gaps at 405, 397, and then just taking a look, you got supports on the way down. So that's where I'm gonna cut this video. I'm gonna leave it short here. Yeah, just take everything into mind that I said, and if you wanna stay up to date on what I'm saying all day, join the Discord. I'm telling you, you will make money. I really just kind of showed you, making hundreds and thousands in there. Good for small accounts, good for big accounts. So I'm gonna leave that in the description, of course. Make sure to go check that out. Yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. So peace out, guys.